Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we are doing the DAZN preview for Saturday, February 24th, as we're going to see the main event, Edgar Berlanga, the undefeated super middleweight contender, taking on undefeated fringe contender, McCrory. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So this fight, heading into this fight, it's going to be interesting. Well, first let's start with the undercard. The co-main event sees some guy named Giasov, who's an undefeated welterweight contender, 30 years old, from Uzbekistan, and he's a WBA's #1 ranked contender right now. He is going to be fighting against former world title challenger Pablo Cesar Cano, the veteran. This is a WBA final eliminator to lock down the top spot, and Giasov is poised to make that happen on his end. He's 14-0 at 9 knockouts. A victory puts him in line for a fight with Terrence Crawford, or at least Imantas Stanionis at welterweight, and for a world title shot. So a lot riding on this one. Again, it's an eliminator, so with him already being the #1 contender, he's coming in the favorite. I think he's going to break down Pablo Cesar Cano and stop him in the middle rounds to stay undefeated and punch his ticket towards a title shot in the welterweight division. Then the main event, Edgar Berlanga, the undefeated super middleweight contender, nicknamed the Chosen One, will battle McCrory, an undefeated Irish contender, in a super middleweight clash. Now, Edgar Berlanga has big fights on the horizon that he's hoping for. He's 26 years old, coming in against McCrory, who hasn't really done much. He's undefeated. I believe he's 18-0, but he hasn't really fought anybody, on the level of Berlanga. But the biggest difference here for me is the age. This McCrory's coming in 35 years old against the 26-year-old Berlanga. But you got to look at some other factors here. One of them is that Berlanga started off his career 16-0 with 16 first-round knockouts, and since then is 5-0 with 5 decisions. He has not been able to knock anybody out since he stepped up the competition. Damon Nicholson, who else? What's his name? Jason Quigley in his last fight. Steve Rolls. Guys that have been knocked out against good fighters have not, he has not been able to knock out himself. He's been able to outwork them, but hasn't been dominant either in one-sided decisions. So we're still in that mixture of, is Berlanga really that good? Is he on that next level? We'll see. McCrory, in my opinion, is not going to be a bar to test himself. He's not like on the same level of the last 5 guys he's fought. He might be as good as them. What I'm saying is, coming into the fight, he's not on paper what those guys were. So can Berlanga, can he knock this guy out? Can he start this year off with a knockout? He's already made his debut on DAZN last year. Can he bounce back this year and get a knockout victory and set himself up for a showdown that a lot of people want to see against Jaime Munguia? We're gonna see, and I'm really looking forward to this fight. My prediction is, I think he's going to break down McCrory and stop him in the later rounds, but I do believe McCrory's, could be a live underdog, and this fight could be close just based on what Berlanga has done lately. But I think at some point he's got to get a knockout win, and, maybe he's comfortable enough and he's ready to get, to shake off whatever has been holding him back, because it seems like something's been holding him back, or he's just not as good as we thought he was. And once he stepped up the level of competition, everything kind of leveled out to what he really is. So we're gonna continue to try to build information to see how good Berlanga is. I'm gonna predict a knockout in the later rounds, middle to later rounds. In this one, we'll see what happens though. But that's it. That's what I got. That's my Saturday, February 24th DAZN preview, headlined by Edgar Berlanga versus McCrory. in a super middleweight showdown. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.